Prologue in the past. We opened centuries ago in the Himalayas. Monks craft the Medallion of Eternity, a mystical talisman capable of granting godlike power. Fearing misuse, they split it into two halves. One half grants immortality and superhuman strength. The other corrupts and unleashes chaos and destruction. The monks scatter the halves, sealing them in different sacred locations. A prophecy warns, if reunited in darkness, the world shall burn. Present day, Hong Kong. Inspector Eddie Yang, Jackie Chan, uses his powers in secret. We see a classic Jackie Chan action comedy opener. Eddie saves passengers on a runaway tram, using superhuman leaps, reflexes, and martial arts while fumbling awkwardly to hide his abilities. Though the public cheers, Eddie is restless. Immortality has left him emotionally distant. He hasn't aged, while his friends and colleagues have. Interpol reports spread of criminals surviving fatal injuries. Security footage shows Draxus's mercenaries being shot, stabbed, even thrown off buildings, yet standing back up. Eddie sees the familiar golden glow of the medallion in their veins. He realizes someone has begun experimenting with the second half. Nicole James, Claire Forlani, now head of an Interpol unit specializing in supernatural cases, recruits Eddie. Their reunion is bittersweet. Nicole has aged, while Eddie looks the same. She briefs him on a powerful syndicate tracking ancient artifacts. Their prime suspect, Victor Draxus, a billionaire weapons dealer obsessed with eternal life. Their chemistry remains, with humorous tension. Eddie tries to compliment Nicole, but stumbles into awkward Jackie Chan-style banter. We meet Victor Draxus, charismatic, ruthless, and brilliant. His private labs are filled with stolen relics and experimental tech. He already possesses a fragment of the destructive half of the medallion, which he uses to grant temporary regeneration to his mercenaries. His goal: fuse both halves and ascend beyond mortality. Eddie wrestles with loneliness. Immortality has cost him time, family, and normal life. In a heartfelt scene, he visits the grave of an old partner. He wonders aloud if immortality is worth the pain of endless survival. Nicole overhears and reassures him, but Eddie remains conflicted. A secret brotherhood of monks appears at Eddie's doorstep. They reveal that both halves of the medallion are magnetically connected by fate, and if Draxus fuses them, catastrophic destruction will follow. They plead for Eddie's help, since he is the last wielder of the pure half. Eddie reluctantly agrees. Eddie, Nicole, and a small Interpol squad travel to Tibet. There, high in the mountains, lies the Temple of Balance, where the destructive half is hidden. Along the way, they face avalanches, mercenary ambushes, and riddles carved into ancient stone gates. Jackie's comedy shines when he clumsily solves booby traps by accident, e.g., tripping over a rope and accidentally disabling a deadly mechanism. Inside the temple, supernatural guardians appear, stone warriors animated by ancient energy. Eddie uses his powers and acrobatics to fight them in a hilarious yet intense sequence. He dodges attacks, slips, improvises with random objects, ropes, bells, shields, creating a mix of slapstick and awe-inspiring martial arts. One of their trusted allies, Agent Harris, reveals himself as Draxus's mole. He steals the temple's key relic needed to unlock the destructive half and escapes, leaving Eddie and Nicole trapped. Jackie improvises an escape with comedic ingenuity, using ancient prayer wheels and ropes to swing out of a collapsing chamber. Back at his fortress, Draxus fuses the relic fragment with his medallion piece. A ritual combined with his experimental tech transforms him. His veins glow, his body becomes nearly indestructible, and he begins radiating dark energy. He now has partial immortality and super strength. Draxus unleashes his enhanced mercenaries in Hong Kong, targeting Interpol HQ. Jackie and Nicole fight through chaotic battles in crowded night markets, neon rooftops, and harbor docks. Jackie uses his signature improvisational combat style, umbrellas, bamboo poles, seafood crates, against hordes of unkillable enemies. During battle, Eddie realizes his powers drain when he's near Draxus's medallion half. His super strength falters, leaving him vulnerable. Draxus mocks him, saying, "Your gift was never yours. It belongs to the medallion." Nicole and the monks discover an ancient scroll. The medallion can only be neutralized if a pure-hearted warrior willingly gives up their own immortality. Eddie realizes the only way to stop Draxus is to sacrifice his powers and mortality. He hesitates, fearing death but also longing to feel human again. Draxus kidnaps Nicole, holding her in the final temple ruins where the medallion halves are drawn together. He forces Eddie into a trap. Unite the halves or watch Nicole die. Eddie pretends to comply, but secretly prepares to enact the scroll's ritual. The climax erupts inside a massive underground temple glowing with golden light. Eddie and Draxus battle fiercely. Superpowered martial arts, collapsing pillars, and glowing shockwaves. Jackie combines creative acrobatics with emotional intensity. Nicole helps from the sidelines, dodging mercenaries and assisting Eddie with clever tactics. Eddie seizes the medallion and, instead of using it to boost his strength, he shatters his half, releasing its energy. His immortality drains away, returning him to mortality. Draxus, stripped of balance, is left unstable. The medallion's unleashed energy consumes Draxus. His body cracks with golden light before exploding into dust, his ambition undone by the very power he craved. The temple collapses. Eddie, now human, barely escapes with Nicole. He feels pain, exhaustion, and vulnerability for the first time in decades, but smiles, finally at peace. Nicole assures him, "Now, you can finally live." Eddie laughs, relieved to feel human again. As monks collect the remains of the medallion, a cloaked figure retrieves a third hidden fragment, unknown even to the Brotherhood. He whispers, "The medallion was never whole." The screen cuts to black, hinting at the Medallion 3.